What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to my channel. Of course, if this is your first time here, welcome, and start off on the right foot and hit that like button and that subscribe button down below so that you guys can stay up to date with all of my newest videos. But in this video, I'm going to give you guys a tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how I go about mixing all of my paints for my airbrush setup, and I'm gonna make this like a super simple video. I'm gonna break this down Barney style for you guys. So if you're new to painting, this is the video that you want to see because I'm gonna make this super easy. Let's jump right into it. So guys, kicking it right off, what are you gonna need for this? Very simple. Only a couple of things that you're gonna need here. First off, we're gonna need paint, right? Duh, of course. Yeah, so whatever paint that you guys are using or looking to use, go ahead and pull that out. Now guys, one quick disclaimer for this video. In this video, I'm gonna be using lacquer paints and thinners, but in general, the method that I'm gonna show you guys will work for acrylics and enamels or any other type of paints that you guys are using, but I'm gonna be using lacquers for this video. The second thing that you're gonna need, of course, is your thinner, and make sure that you're using the appropriate thinner for whatever type of paint that it is that you're using. I'm using lacquer paint, so I'm gonna make sure I use a lacquer thinner. Of course, if you're using acrylic, you're gonna either be using water or alcohol, and if you're using enamel paints, you're gonna be using enamel thinner. The third thing that we're gonna need is some ball bearings, and this is kind of an optional one, but I do highly recommend getting some ball bearings if you can. They're really cheap, and you'll see how these are gonna help us out down the line here in a moment. The fourth thing that you guys are gonna need are some squeegee bottles, and these come in lots of different sizes, so I'll be sure to leave a couple of different links down below so you guys have some options. All right, so just those 4 items, guys. Super easy, super simple. You know, not a lot of supplies needed for this whatsoever. And I want you guys to keep in mind that me personally, I'm a lazy guy, right? I like to live life as easy as possible. I'm sure you guys are the same way. No need to make things complicated. So I'm taking that same approach with these paints, right? So we want to make sure that when it's time to go paint, all you guys got to do is sit down, give this little bottle a nice little shake real quick, have your paint already set up, ready to go. All you got to do is put it in the airbrush. So now, how do we do this? Well, real quick, let's talk ratios. The ratio of paint to thinner, right? So obviously, in order to get your paint mixed up and ready to be used in your airbrush, you've got to create a paint to thinner ratio. Now, the number one place I would recommend that you guys start, if you're looking for a place to start as far as what ratio you should be using, is a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 part paint, 1 part thinner. If you're a beginner, the 1-to-1 ratio is a good place to start. And by all means, if you guys don't like how this paint applies with the 1-to-1 ratio, you can merely adjust the ratio a little bit further down the line. But for now, we're gonna start off with the 1-to-1 ratio. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and take our paint bottle, and we're gonna go ahead and empty that entire paint bottle into our squeegee bottle. Now, at the same time, before we do this, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and shake this a little bit and agitate the paint in there, just so that we get as much of that paint out of the bottle into our squeegee bottle. So from there, we're gonna go ahead and fill up our same bottle with our thinner. Doing this gives us pretty much instantly that 1-to-1 ratio that we're looking for. So we can go ahead and then empty that thinner into our squeegee bottle with the paint that we already put in there. Now again, after putting the thinner in this bottle, I would go ahead and agitate this a little bit just to pick up as much pigment as you can, because you know, who wants to waste paint? So go ahead and agitate this bottle a little bit once you put the thinner in there, and dump that entire thing in with your squeegee bottle. So last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and take 1 or 2 of those ball bearings and pop those inside as well. Why? Well, I'm sure you guys have probably figured it out by now, but this makes a easy way for us to be able to agitate the paint later on. That way we can quickly pick up our bottle, give it a couple of shakes, and it'll be mixed and ready to go into our airbrush. Now that is it, guys. It's really just that simple, and that's how I mix all of my paints that I use for pretty much every single kit that I produce. Now, I want to give you guys one little tip just to let you guys know what I do personally. Me personally, I prefer a 1 to a 1.5 ratio. So I'll use these exact same steps. However, I'll go back and add another half into whatever bottle that I was using and add that in. So my ratio ends up being closer to 1 part paint and 1.5 parts thinner. And this is just personal preference. As you guys go through your painting journey, you'll discover and figure out what works best for you. But me personally, this is what I like, and this is what has just given me the best results so far. So guys, use this 1 to 1 ratio as a starting point, but definitely go through, adjust, try different things, see what works best for you all. Now, like I said, guys, if you guys are looking for any of these products, I'll be sure to have links down below so you guys can get any of the stuff that you're looking for. By all means, if you guys have any questions or anything on anything that I've shown you in this video, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, guys, so get out there, start painting, do your 1 to 1, your 1 to 1.5, your 1 to 2, whatever ratio it is that you guys want to use or that you like best. And yeah, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are using. And I appreciate you guys checking out the video. If it was helpful for you, please leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, maybe go ahead and subscribe. We got some more videos like this coming. But until the next video, guys, love y'all. Thanks for coming through. See y'all next time. Peace.